Hey, ¿cómo están muchachos? Espero que estén muy, pero que muy bien. Hoy, hoy es un día feliz porque desde hace unas horas se liberó la nueva parte de Genshin Impact, el nuevo mapa, la nueva historia, nuevos personajes, nueva isla, la isla de la eternidad. Y como siempre vamos a traer aquí los primeros minutos de este nuevo parche. Me han dicho que está muy bueno. Tengo mis amigos que juegan en Discord junto conmigo y me han dicho que está muy bien, muy bien. Pero pues, vamos a ver qué tal. Hay de decir que me han querido spoilear. Han mandado imágenes y así, obviamente no spoilers muy grandes, pero de todas maneras yo me cuido mucho de eso y por lo tanto no he hablado con ellos desde hace un rato. Hace poquito me conecté a hablar con ellos y me platicaron acerca de Ayaka y de Yoimiya. Y vamos a ver pues qué tal. Estoy muy emocionado por jugar. He de decir que aquí no voy a jugar todo el modo historia, simplemente voy a jugar 2 o 3 misiones del modo historia y algunas 3 o 4 de mundo. Si quieren, si están viendo este video y quieren que tire deseos en vivo, me dicen y yo tiro deseos en vivo a ver qué tal. A ver qué nos sale. Y pues sin más, nos vemos ahorita en el juego. Vamos allá. Diarrea mental. Y les estará dando algo. Porque tengo aquí... ¡Uy! Nuevas armas, por cierto. Esto también lo pueden checar. Aquí está. Estas son las nuevas armas. Están muy buenas. Esta da daño crítico y ataque básico. Y... está buenísima. Creo que sí lo voy a tirar creo que vale mucho la pena tirarle a las armas por estas dos, Si no le han tirado nunca al bone de armas, se lo recomiendo. Tenemos también... A ver, los encargos. Ah, mira. Y aquí es donde... Aquí puedes seleccionar dónde quieres que te salgan los encargos diarios. Eso no estaba. Hay nuevos dominios, por lo que parece, lo de Stone Terror. Pero bueno. Que no les afecte el hecho de que en el mapa tenga 160 de resina. Y que no me lo haya gastado, Vamos a ver. Recogemos. La costa la hacemos después. Cómo lo protegemos y todo. Eso lo voy a leer yo después. En la comodidad de mi soledad. Por ahora vamos a... ¿Dónde hay que ir? Mira, ya por acá creo que todo esto está desbloqueado. ¿Ves? Área sin descubrir, área sin descubrir. A ver. Vámonos a hacer los primeros minutos de la historia. Quiero ya desbloquear el nuevo continente. Vamos para allá, vamos para allá, vamos para allá, vamos para allá, vamos para allá. Si veo que se tardan mucho las pantallas de carga, es lo único que voy a recortar. Todo lo demás va a ser exactamente lo que vamos a hacer. Básicamente, pues no quiero que se pierda nada de estos 20 minutos, aunque sea mucho texto, vaya. Quiero conseguirlo todo. Primero es conseguir información de Inazuma. ¿Qué le pico a la E?
Ad Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for you, traveler?
Oh, cuéntame sobre Inazuma.
I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding
Correcto,
your passage to Inazuma.
nos vamos a Inazuma.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
No me digas eso, Katherine.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Sí, soy yo. ¿Qué pasó?
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Gracias.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra, no sé qué significa.
It's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
Sí.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship...
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders.
Hay una teoría que dice que... Bueno, yo me acabo de inventar esta teoría que dice que Catherine en realidad son clones y todos comparten la misma memoria y el mismo todo. Eres un clon, ¿verdad? Eres un clon, eres un clon, eres un clon, eres un clon, eres un clon.
Time to go.
A ver, vamos. Con Beidou. Hola, Beidou. ¿Cómo estás, amiga? Hola.
Ah, you finally made it.
Sí, aquí estamos.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never
Sí,
suffered a
habla muy
delay.
raro esta
If
niña.
it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
Vamos.
Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
The Nation.
Anchors
Suena-
away!
Siempre le quitas lo épico, Paimon, a todo. Buah. Chido, estaría fenomenal. Siempre me ha gustado las historias de los piratas y todo el show. Estaría muy bien conocer. Haber estado en esa época y conocer, bueno, lejos de las enfermedades y todo, conocer todos los viajes. Mira, cazuelas. La capitana Beidou, tan imponente y hermosa como siempre. Todos aquí están guapísimos, todos los personajes. No hay ni uno feo, ni una fea tampoco. Buah. ¡Ah! ¡Qué emoción! Uf, por fin nuevo contenido para jugar. Qué buenos los planos, ¿Quién eres tú?
Oh, hi there.
Hola.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them.
¿Qué? ¿Está en Inazuma?
Even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Gracias, Baidu.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Nos vemos, Baidu. Gracias por traerme, Ojalá te pudieras quedar a tomarnos unas copitas. Preciosa.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hand?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Oh.
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Bueno. Uy, un grupo. Bienvenido a las nuevas tierras. A ver. ¿Ustedes me hablan? No. Tú sí me hablas. Mariscos. Debemos restringir la entrada a los forasteros por decreto de los cierre. No sé por qué. A ver. Ryan, ¿no lo entiendes? Debe ser un forastero. Sí, lo soy. Ok. Muchas gracias. Pescadito. Voy a investigar un poco a ver qué tal. Mira, aquí tengo mi primer teleport. Y una vista. Un mirador.
Windstrider.
No. Perfecto. Gracias. A ver, hola, tú eres Nakano. Eres joven. Al ver cómo el sol sale por el este y se pone por el oeste y cómo la marea va cambiando, siento que puedo entender la eternidad que persigue la todopoderosa Shogun. Pero no puedo... Al parecer todavía tienes deseos sin cumplir, joven viajero. Bueno, es bueno que tengas aspiraciones y te impulsen. Este arco me lo regaló mi amigo cuando era joven, pero nunca he tenido la oportunidad de usarlo. No creo que me sirva para nada. Así que te regalo. ¡Un arco! Gracias. Calabada. Calabanda. Como la banda. No sé por qué esto me recuerda a Japón. Me imagino que estará inspirado en la ciudad de Japón. Bueno, en la isla. Más bien. No sé si estoy diciendo una sarta de tonteras, pero según yo hay una isla que es Inazuma, ahí cerca de Japón. Ya tengo que hablar con ella, pero antes de hablar con ella... No hay nada más por aquí cerquita.
One with nature.
Es curioso porque Kazuha es un fugitivo. Me lo voy a quitar. Voy a quitar a Kazuha porque es un fugitivo. Y pues para fines del video, pues no debería de estar aquí. Vamos a poner al personaje principal.
Just what will we come across this time?
Eso sí, le tengo que poner artesanos porque no tiene. A ver, voy a poner los de Kazuha por mientras. Bueno, este quizás no me sirva, Voy a poner mejor uno de daño eléctrico. Digo que quizás no me sirva porque el viajero aquí va a conseguir el elemento electro. Así que de nada me sirve tenerle uno de daño a Nemo, por eso. Y le vamos a poner el arma. Casi no lo usa el viajero, no sé si se nota. La flauta. Sí. Ay, lo cambié por Diona, perdón. Ay, lo cambié por Diona. Aquí está Dionita.
The hunt begins.
Perfecto. Vamos a hacer esto. A ver, vamos a registrarnos.
State your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
¿Sí?
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, my apologies, but I'll have...
Here are the entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome.
So, where do we
cabrón.
go next?
The Outlander
Qué
Affairs
cabrón el
Agency.
Toma.
They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a...
Sheesh. So it is super strict.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very... Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Yo tengo una misión. Y es
Most of the
encontrar a
current
mi
rules were
hermana
put
del
in place
abismo.
by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Creo que no. ¿Qué? ¿Susano? Ah, no, Sasano. Wow. La ciudad es muy colonial. Me gustaría subir allá para verla, desde allá arriba. La Shiva. Ahora vamos directo a la misión.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of
Así
you?
es. Sí.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million more.
¿Qué?
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 more a total.
Ay, ofertón.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then,
Pero-
as you wish,
pero-
Mr. Toma.
pero-
I will make a record.
Much obliged.
¿Y este quién es? ¿Quién es este cabrón? Toma, que tiene tanto nombre y puede rebajar 2.600.000 pesos. ¿Cómo?
What? from 2 million down to 600?
Exacto.
There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for outlets?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on... Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlet.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Puede ser.
And...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better...
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
Piro.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that, if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Entonces, ¿qué debo de hacer?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go to...
Ok, bueno, entonces tengo que ir a ayudar un poco a los demás, ¿eh? Tengo que ver a quién puedo ayudar por aquí, me imagino. Novelas de Inazuma, ok. Estatuas de Shogun. Ok. Desde que se produjo el cierre, pues perdieron cosas. ¿Necesitas algo? No. A ver, mira, este necesita algo.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good.
Sí, muchas gracias por preocuparte.
You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some...
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree
Me
certainly
imagino
makes
que es
things
como
difficult
una
for
dictadura,
anyone who
no
wants
sé.
to come here from overseas.
Algo al estilo lo que está pasando ahorita en North C, en NC. En donde pues básicamente todo está totalmente restringido, la gente pues se aprovecha de los forasteros, no se puede hacer nada a tus anchas, básicamente estás totalmente observado por el gobierno. Me gusta mucho el sentido que le están dando aquí, básicamente están tomando un tema muy complicado y lo están haciendo de una manera muy simple. Okay.
What's really those Mora grubbers from the Conjo Commission.
Mora grubbers.
Of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail.
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and they just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it...
Okay.
What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Monopoly?
Yep. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Fontaine.
Sounds awful. You're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, if I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the
Okay, vamos para allá. Vamos para allá. Sirve que explore un poquito de esto. Estamos buscando a este güey, al Wenner.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to them. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Caruso and his associates sent you here to try... They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me...
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
Vamos con Thomas. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Sí, Thomas, no Tomás. Bueno, desde ahora en adelante le voy a decir Thomas, porque es más fácil. Mira las máscaras, sí, definitivamente esto es Japón. O está relacionado con esa cultura. A ver, ¿tú me vendes algo? Puestos de comida, trabajar a tal... Ajá. Confío en mis habilidades cuando se trata de comida de Inazuma. Pues, ok. A ver, ¿qué me das? ¿Qué me das? Pescado seco seco estofado. Estofado de pescado seco. A ver, Toma. Necesito un paro tuyo,
that was quick. You were...
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association?
Oh.
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Oh, no manches, o sea que se quedaron encarcelados.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make it.
So he left the association?
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you...
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with...
A ver. La verdad es que no sé qué voy a hacer con el tipo, pero bueno, voy a hacer lo mejor que pueda. Me gustan estos árboles, me recuerdan al Sakura. No sé por qué. A ver si de pura casualidad me dan... Sí, sí me dan. De arce. Ah, mira, son árboles de arce. A ver, señorita.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt. Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom.
Uy, perdón por ese
How I
sonido.
long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heart. Huh? What is this? What?
Just close your eyes already!
Vamos.
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Chop Suey para ¿qué era? A ver esto.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
No sé qué decirle. Ah.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
El rito de la linterna.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss...
Limpia. Voy a... Un jade. Un estilo cosa.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association?
Yes.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive.
No pude.
But I couldn't do it, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people. Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So
es normal equivocarse.
What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his group. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
Es para exprimirlos otra vez.
Evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet,
sacar dinero.
But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we
Y
take
no
in
creo que lo
total.
estén haciendo por una mala causa. Más bien lo que yo creo que está pasando es que al estar cerrada la ciudad y al no haber comercio ni nada, se hunde en, no sé, se hunden poco a poco y necesitan sacar dinero de cualquier lado. Entonces no creo que lo hagan con mala intención. Es malo el método, si es una basura, pero no creo que sea por los motivos que creemos.
I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose.
Quiero explorar más parte del mapa, no solo aquí. Voy a ir aquí a la estatua antes de seguir con el modo historia, porque quiero explorar un poco más. ¡No!
Keijiro, it's him.
After him.
A ver, pues ya ni pedo.
No.
No. Uf. Hay que seguirlo solamente. No. Ya no.
Come out, I can see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
No te sigo, hermano.
Seems like he's noticed us.
Ya, esto es por orgullo, Me podía haber ido a la estatua, pero ya por orgullo, pues, hay que hacerlo, Voy a tratar de no acercarme mucho. Dije que no iba a cortar, pero a lo mejor acelera un poco ciertas partes. Por ejemplo esta.
Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close!
Pero...
Too close! He'll notice us! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Tranquila, tranquila.
Now, who else is...
Too close! That's
He'll
notice us for sure!
Siempre me ve, no entiendo cómo me ve tan lejos, Me empezó a correr, no sé por qué.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! That's too
No te voltees.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Sí. Pero aquí ya no debería de verme, con esta distancia. Bien.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it?
A ver, ¿qué enterró, mister? de cuentas.
Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of mora here.
Ah, sí, el verdadero motivo por el que vendrías, Paimon.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Kurt.
I'll...
Huh? You aren't gonna come...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association.
Huh. Poor Werner is a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Bueno. Vamos a entregar esto. A ver, quiero antes de entregarlo.
We're way behind schedule.
Bueno, no. Pero vamos a entregar porque me va a sacar me va a saltar la cinemática sí o sí.
But we really don't have anything left. If this...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the tech...
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Sin embargo,
Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once...
No debes de estafar a
Is
la
that
gente.
a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman...
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about
La reputación de
it?
los samuráis es demasiado importante para ellos, Es muy importante su reputación, tanto que en la historia muchos samuráis se han suicidado por la pérdida de su reputación.
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more...
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine.
And not even an ounce of shame.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my lot?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easy.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree? Ah, Chief, you've arrived. What was all the commotion I heard just now? Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you...
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name? Seize the merchants! We will resolve this...
Uh-oh.
Ya empezó.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this?
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Paimon, contexto.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro...
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady...
Okay.
of our clan some... You wouldn't want your name showing up in a
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Uf, parece
Enough.
que está relacionado
We're
con
leaving.
alguien poderoso.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and true.
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru... Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
¿Qué escondes?
It's not like
Bueno, hasta aquí vamos a dejarla por el día de hoy. Y continuaremos con una segunda parte. Eso es lo más que les puedo decir. Y nos vemos en la próxima. Chao, chao.